My stepmother fed me thing. I will never forget the taste. It was rotten, like meat left too long in the sun, but mixed with something else, something bitter and sour, like old blood and spoiled herbs. The moment it touched my tongue, my stomach twisted. I spat it out, coughing, but the smell clung to me for weeks, buried deep in my nostrils like a curse. But let me start from the beginning. I was 10 when my father remarried. My mother had died the year before, and my father told me Auntie Busy would take care of me. She will love you like her own, he said. But she never did. Auntie Busy was tall and dark-skinned, with high cheekbones and sharp eyes that missed nothing. The first day she came to our house, she hugged me too tightly, her arms squeezing like a snake. She smelled of something strong, palm oil and something else I couldn't name. As she pulled away, she bent low and whispered, "You will be a good boy, right?" I nodded, but something about her voice made my skin prickle. At first, everything seemed normal. She cooked my meals, packed my school bag, even bought me new sandals. But small things felt off. She never ate the same food as me. If I left my plate unattended, she would take it away before I could finish. And then the nightmare started. At first, they were small things, shadows moving at the corners of my room, whispers just beyond my hearing. Then they grew worse. I would wake up in the middle of the night to the sound of someone whispering my name. One night, I got up to pee and saw her sitting in the living room. She wasn't asleep. She sat cross-legged on the floor, rocking slightly. Her hands moved fast in the air, twisting and turning, like she was weaving an invisible thread. Her lips moved, whispering words I didn't understand. My chest tightened. I wanted to run, but something held me still. Then, suddenly, she turned her head. Too fast. Her eyes met mine. For a long second, we stared at each other. Her lips stopped moving. Then she smiled. I bolted back to my room, locked the door, and buried myself under my blanket, shaking. The next morning, she acted like nothing happened. One evening father traveled for work. That was the night she fed me the soup. It wasn't egusi. It wasn't ogbono. It was dark, thick, with an oily sheen that reflected the dim light of the kitchen. It smelled wrong, like earth after rain mixed with something foul. "Eat," she said, placing the bowl in front of me. I hesitated. "I'm not hungry, Ma." Her smile faded. "Eat." Her voice was low, steady. Not a request. I took a spoonful and gagged. The taste was unbearable, like something had died in my mouth. "No, Ma, I don't like it," I whispered. Her eyes darkened. She reached across the table and grabbed my jaw, her fingers digging into my skin. Her hands were freezing, like she had been outside for hours. "Swallow it." I choked, my heart pounding. I pushed her hand away and spat the soup onto the floor. The moment it left my mouth, something moved inside it, just for a second. A tiny, riding motion, like something had been alive in the soup. I screamed. I ran to my room, slammed the door shut, and shoved the chair against it. That night, I lay awake, my ears straining. Then I heard it. Soft footsteps outside my door. Then the whispering. "Ode. Ode. Ode." I pressed my hands over my ears, squeezing my eyes shut. My heart slammed against my ribs. The whispering grew louder. Closer. Then, silence. I don't know when I fell asleep, but when I woke up, there was a sharp knock. Morning. My father was back. I ran to him, trying to tell him what happened, but Auntie Busy stood behind him, smiling sweetly. Her fingers dug into my shoulder, pressing too tight. "Oh, what is wrong with you, Ode?" my father asked. I swallowed hard and looked up at her. She was still smiling. "Nothing, sir," I mumbled. From that day, I avoided her. I never ate her food again. I only ate at school or from the Malam's shop down the street. And I never slept without pushing a chair against my door. But the real horror came 3 weeks later. That night, I woke up feeling heavy, like something was sitting on my chest. My body wouldn't move. My fingers wouldn't twitch. I was trapped. Then I saw her. She was sitting in the corner of my room, watching me. Her head was tilted too far to the side. Her eyes were too wide, like she had peeled back her skin just to see me better. She started humming. Low and slow. Then she whispered, "I just wanted to feed you. But you refused." My throat locked. I couldn't scream. My chest burned. Then she moved. Crawling. Not walking, crawling, like a lizard, her limbs bent at the wrong angles. Her nails scraped against the floor. Her mouth stretched into a smile too wide for her face. She stopped just beside my bed. I could hear her breathing. I could smell the strange herbs on her skin. Then she leaned in and whispered, "What will I do with you now?" The weight on my chest grew heavier. My vision blurred. My lungs screamed for air. Then, bang. My father's voice roared from the hallway. "Busy. What are you doing in his room?" The weight lifted instantly. My body jerked. I gasped, dragging in air. The light switched on. She was standing there, normal. Like nothing had happened. "I was just checking on him," she said sweetly. But my father wasn't stupid. He saw my face. My trembling hands. He saw everything. That was the last night Auntie Bizit spent in our house. By morning, she was gone. Even now, years later, I still wake up some nights feeling that weight on my chest. And sometimes, when the room is too quiet, when the air is too still, I swear I hear her voice. Whispering my name. Ode. 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 Lessons from the story. Not everyone who enters your life has good intentions. Auntie Busy pretended to be a caring stepmother, but something dark lurked beneath her kindness. Trust your instincts. Ode knew from the beginning that something was wrong. When something feels off, listen to that feeling.